The Gilgo Beach serial killings. One woman in 2007, one woman in 2009, and two women in 2010 go missing. They're all white and petite in stature, and they're all sex workers that advertise on Craigslist. During the search of the last victim in December of 2010, the four bodies are discovered by cadaver dogs. They're all bound at the head, the waist, and the feet. They're all wrapped in camouflage burlap bags and abandoned to the elements. The suspect was arrested on 3 of these cases. He is the lead suspect in the 4th case. He lives across the bay from where the bodies were found. He's also an architect in Manhattan and a married father of 2. During the search for the bodies that were found, they found other bodies. It's an ongoing case. They may or may not be related. In 2022, a new DA and a new chief thought, maybe we should look into those cases. And a task force was formed. They had people with the FBI, the state police, and local authorities. And I'll say this now, hats off to them, that's just good detective work. One of the detectives looks back and sees that one of the victims had made a police report. She was trying to scam a John out of some money. The suspect is described as between 6'4" and 6'6", large build white male, glasses and dark hair, and he had a first-generation Chevy Avalanche. The FBI's CAST unit started to look at cell phone records, and they noted 4 towers around Massapequa Park and Manhattan. They identified the victims' phones and a burner phone in the boxes at the same time. During the recovery of the bodies, they were able to pull hair and fibers. The task force went back to the report of one of the victims, and they ran through the database of how many people owned a black first-generation Avalanche, and that was a big dude. From that information, they developed a suspect. Now, the hairs they pulled from the bodies, you couldn't do regular DNA analysis at the time, because the elements had degraded them. But with mitochondrial DNA testing, which is modern, you can. One of the hairs recovered from the duct tape belonged to the suspect's wife. So they followed the suspect and waited for him to throw something away that could possibly have his DNA on it. Or like in the Idaho case, they could have just done a trash bowl. Now, I've said before in my own little cases, if I wrote 3 search warrants, that was a lot for one case. They wrote over 300 search warrants and subpoenas for this case. And that's for obtaining data, like from Google and cell phone records. One of those search warrants could return boxes of information. And one of the fun things about working with the FBI, they were like, hey, his truck's down in South Carolina, do you want us to go get it? So they went and retrieved the truck. And after they get done processing it, I guarantee you they'll find something from the crime in it. I'm gonna run out of time on this video. You can click here on my profile, and I linked the court documents for his bail application. I probably right now have enough for a couple more videos, and I'm sure as this case develops, I'll keep you posted. If you don't carry pepper spray, think about getting some, because this guy was out there for years.